I reviewed the film, but I felt like I could have made it longer. I want to make it's not. I don't hate that review. It's still there. Don't want. I didn't retitle that review. It's still there. Although I did retitle my review on Sixth Sense because I realized I spelled it wrong the first time. So this is my reviews on the 2004 film The Village by M. Night Shyamalan. Now, people are divisive about this film, but most people will agree that it sucks, and less divisive over this than they were over the signs. I am looking back on M. Night Shyamalan's scripts. It makes me wonder what people has ever saw in him. I mean, he made two good movies, Glass and Split. I thought were good, but I'm not going to. I reviewed Split up. I'm not going to review Glass right now. I'm reviewing The Village. So there's this half porcupine, half demon creature lurking in the village and killing everybody. And people are disappearing and killing people. And, so, it's already longer than this is longer than the last review. And, so meanwhile, Joaquin Phoenix gives the worst performance of his career, the death performance. But he is showing death that he can outact death by putting less life into his performance. I think his performance. I'm not sure his performance in this or the Signs movie by M. Night Shyamalan. I'm not sure which is worse, but I think, because he has less screen time, and he has the little amounts of screen time, yet he gives the worst performance in the movie. And it's sad because he's the most experienced actor in the movie, and the most well-known actor, and we know that he can act. Question is, why is he not doing it? My guess is that M. Night Shyamalan, the puppet master, the puppeteer, is pulling the strings on how give Joaquin Phoenix truly a bad performance. So, anyway, he falls in love with this girl who is the main protagonist of Lady in the Water. The main female lead protagonist of Lady in the Water, who is also who is also a female protagonist in Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom, and also, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. That's what I meant to say, not Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom, because that's not the title. It's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and who is also female protagonist in Jurassic World, the first one to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Fallen Kingdom is the fall to Jurassic World. I'm going to spoil the best side of the one she's in is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. That's the best movie she's been in on her career that I've ever seen her in. You can say what you will about Jurassic World. People can say what they want about Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. It was at least better than this horse shit of a film. The Village. Oh, and anyway, it gets more. This is when. Now, it starts off simple. Now, this is sounding simple enough. So, a man Joaquin Phoenix falls in love with a woman who is blind. And who's best friends with this retarded person. Now, we're not supposed to say retarded, but that's clearly what he is. I think he's retired and schizophrenic. He's kind of cuckoo, as he seems to come across as a retired and slash schizophrenic person. Who, but you see, she doesn't feel the same way that he feels about her. So she goes to Joaquin Phoenix's character. So in the third act, Joaquin Phoenix gets killed by that guy just to win her heart. Joaquin Phoenix plays this douchebag, and now he plays this douchebag, decides that he wants to marry her, even though he knows that that guy has feelings for her. And he's giving a lecture on that there are many different forms of love, and while grabbing putting books away, and he gets stabbed right in the gut. See, and instead of showing sympathy to his character, he decides that this brush it off like it doesn't even matter to this character that's clearly mentally ill. And they live in a world where there's no pharmacy or modern technology, and the modern world, no president, no modern world where there's no real relation has never begun. No cops, no police officers, no presidents, no Democrats, no anything. Nothing modern. They take place in the Pilgrim's time, only to find out once she, then there's a twist. See, the town people has a dirty little secret. They're not really pilgrims. The modern people living in the modern world, but they're being trapped behind their will against, but they're literally being in there against their will. So this whole porcupine path demon thing, that's just to keep them inside of the village and not go outside. What the fuck is going on in this film? So, and I'm having a headache because I realize how stupid this sounds. And how deranged it sounds. So, anyway, the porcupine creature, demon, half porcupine, half demon thing that's in the shadows, lurking in the village, killing everyone else, whoever goes outside the village. It's absolute bullshit, the myth. Is this people wearing costumes that were looking outside the village? The people that want them to stay in the village. The grandparents of the village, if you will. And then, it gets dumber. So not only that, but this person that killed Joaquin Phoenix, who was the main, was sort of not really our main protagonist, but was our main star. Supposed to give our main star and main protagonist are two different things. Main star means you need to give that film that star power, otherwise it won't succeed. So like 1989's Jack Nicholson, how they put his name first, even when the film by the third act is clearly more of Michael Keaton's story than Jack Nicholson's story. See, that's what we call marketable star power. Because that means that people, the creators of the film, didn't have faith that the film would succeed on its own. So instead, they need the marketable star power, Jack Nicholson. And in this case, it is Joaquin Phoenix. He doesn't really do anything. He's there. He's not a main character or not a main protagonist / character, but he is. He's in the film. He says he gets some screen time to work his bland charm. So anyway, our main character is the schizophrenic retard and the blind girl. Those are the two main characters I have noticed, because the only ones that have some sort of character, and I would have to throw up to sort of deep in the core heart of this film. I wanted that character out of it, but I don't want to throw up, so I don't want to dig deep. So, anyway, let's tell you the ending, because we're about to get the ending. is at the end. So these the blind girl is getting hunted, who's going out of the village. The blind girl starts to go out of the village, and goes out of the village because she sees nothing left for her in the village. So she gets hunted by the porcupine half demon thing. And turns out it's just a stupid costume. We fooled you. The troll lied to us. Oh, I even know something wrong. What is it? I think Shonik has fooled us again, thinking that he would do something actually creative. He's smart. It's not creatively stupid that someone would not be stupid enough to try. But is this what it is? It's a creatively dumb film. You remember when you said, oh, M. Night Shyamalan might make bad movies, but don't you think he makes such creative inventions for movies? Ideas for movies, you mean to say? Oh, yes. You know what? Remember I kept on saying no? Well, I disagree. I changed my mind. I do agree. He does make creative ideas for films. But not good ones. Not good ones at all. In fact, they're really stupid. And the last Airbender movie can't really count as his idea because he didn't invent the last Airbender. It was invented by a children's show. Okay, now I got that out of my system. So anyway, the blind girl figures out that the one who's been trying to kill the porcupine creature, half demon thing, that was a Red Hood over his hunches over, and that was trying to kill him when she was leaving the village. Turns out that schizophrenic retired guy is in on the scheme with the town. So he was in on with the two grandparents of the village, and he ends up in the steep hole. And is getting beat by the blind girl. Somehow, I don't know, it's luck, stupid luck. So, then she goes outside the village. And outside, it's the modern world. Oh, scary! Modern world! TV screens! VHS tapes, DVDs, computers, the internet is chaos! Chaos! I tell you, actually doesn't sound so bad. Which was this? Mega attention! And she goes to this officer, and she's never seen an officer, and the officer thinks she's cuckoo for bananas because of all the stuff she was talking. But he takes her words seriously, and that's the village. I ended up done 2 old farts looking at a picture on what they created. Saying that they will never know. They can never know. I'm talking sophisticatedly. Blah blah blah. Blah blah. Critics roll. Roll critics. And that's The Village. One of the worst movies I've ever seen, yet one of the best movies that Chris Stuckman has ever seen. Because he's in love with this film. He says, genius. Genius like the diarrhea off my asshole. So, I'm giving this a 0 out of 10. Now that is genius. That rating. That is rating. Is true genius. Genius! Bon appetit. Go fuck yourself.